What's up guys, this is Zach from Anglers Escape, and I just got a package from Bass Pro in the mail, a $50 order, and I want to go ahead and open it with you guys and show the lures I got and why I got them. And I also got a couple things from eBay that I'll also show you, but I'll go ahead, and I know a lot of people like these unboxing videos, so I thought I'd go ahead and throw one out there. Let's see what we got. Alright, so here's the first thing. This is a Berkley powerbait floating egg. Floating is key. This is one of my favorite trout baits because one, it stays on the hook extremely well. I can usually catch 2 to 4 trout on one of these little balls before it is lost. I really like the red and the white colors. This is sunrise color, but again, the key is that it floats because those trout, they only take baits when they're like 6 inches to a foot off the bottom. So if they're not floating, they're just sitting on the bottom, and the trout usually won't take them. So here's the next lure I got. This is a Lipless Crankbait from Strike King, the red eye, and it's a really good bait. A little pricey. I use these for bass a lot and also walleye. What you want to do is you cast these out, you let them sink closer to the bottom, and then you reel them in across the bottom, kind of jerking them a little bit. Here are 2 more trout baits, and these are 1/64 ounce jigs. I got white and black. Recently, white's been working a little better for me, but trouts, if I'm not using a bait, I'm either using a jig or an inline spinner for them. So another couple good baits for trout. Here is a wiggle wart. This is great for bass, especially in small ponds. They seem to love these wiggle warts. They have a lot of action, really erratic, a great bass lure all around. Here's a lure that I just saw on sale for like $2.50, so I decided to get it. I got it in Fire Tiger color. That's one of my favorite colors for bass. Has a decent bill on it, so it's got a decent depth, but again, a good bass lure. Here is a deep water bass lure, and you can see how big the bill is, so it's really going to dive down there. It even says diving depth 12 to 15 feet, which is good to have in like late summer when it's real warm, or in the winter when it's real cold. The fish are going to be down deeper, but this is another good bass lure. Now, this is one of my favorite bass lures right here, this build crankbait, the 2.5. The nice thing, I don't know what it is, but this crankbait catches me more bass than about any other lure. I've tried a lot of different off-brand lures of these square builds, and for some reason I can't get them to work. The Strike King, for some reason, really seems to outperform them. It has a really good wobble, and I catch a lot of fish on it. Most of these lures I can get on the off-brand, like I can get a Lipless Crankbait off-brand, doesn't have to be Strike King, usually works about just as well. This is the 2.5, and I got one in the 1.0. This is more for crappie and smaller bass. Here's another Lipless Crankbait, and again, it's in the Fire Tiger colors. This one will be throwing for bass, but also a lot of walleye. They spawn in the dam in the spring, and they work really well. Here's one more of these deep diving crankbaits. I thought I'd get a couple because they were on sale. Now I have a Panther Martin inline spinner, and this is the 3rd trout bait that I really like to use. I really like the rainbow trout color, and Panther Martin and Blue Fox are great inline spinners. And lastly, I have some crappie jigs. You can always use more of these. When fishing for crappie, it's hard to beat just a standard marabou jig. And I think that's it. Oh yeah, and I do have a couple things from eBay I got. And so I got this one lure for $1. It's kind of a jointed crankbait. A lot of people would call it a swim bait. It's a really good bait. I've been using these, and the jointed really works well, and it's only $1, so I can fish heavy cover, and if it gets snagged, it's not a big loss. And here I got a little pack of hooks from eBay. It was 100 hooks for $1, and so I knew they were going to be like microscopic hooks, but that's perfect for trout fishing. So here's one hook. You can see how small it is, and that is absolutely perfect for trout fishing, and for 100 of them for $1, you can't beat it on eBay. So there's kind of like the order I just did in the last month. So thanks for watching, and good luck fishing.